Hello and welcome to CryingCow Gaming News. On mic this week we have Cryaco.
How you doing?
We have Heybert 69 9.
Hello.
And as always you have Deathbringercow.
Okay, so a few weeks ago we had the CitizenCon presentation for Star Citizen. It was about 8 hours, no, it was more than 8 hours long. It was most of the day actually. They had different panels on world building, languages, and then the main presentation at the end. I think we can all agree it kind of went well.
Yeah, very well.
Yep.
The procedural planet tech was pretty astounding, seeing it in action.
I've never seen anything so
definitely.
clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. The downer of this is we were hoping to have 3.0 in our hands by now, and still no sign.
Yep. Well, you know, what can you do? How long we've been waiting now? So I think
About 10 years.
Yeah, we are a patient group, but come on. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
They're fighting their way through bugs. Last count was in total around 170 odd
Hang on.
must fix issues. They chopped and changed it. They reduced it down into sections. So there was like 4 or 5 different sections, and then they complete the first section, sort of, and put the testing to Ivakati so they could start working on it.
Yeah.
But then they decided that this was kind of giving everyone a false idea of how long it was going to take, so they put it all back together again. And it was like over 200 bugs.
Yeah.
No, it was over 300, I think, at one point.
Wow.
Yeah.
That it was a bit of a it was a bit of a false economy type thing, because you're sitting there thinking, oh man, 11 bugs, and then they're like 6 bugs, 3 bugs, 200 bugs. You know, oh, come on.
Yeah.
But I'd rather they just smash them all out, get them all done, bring us something that works, and I'll be happy. I'll be so happy.
Apparently they're talking of possibly sending it to the test universe soon. So I think that involves a group of people, a few thousand I think it is, who are quite active on reporting issues and whatever. And they get to test it before it goes live. And they're talking about putting it to PTU fairly soon.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we'll get it by Christmas maybe?
Yeah, maybe. That would be a nice thing to have in your stocking.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pleased that they're putting so much effort into the testing phase, because I'd hate to be a tester. Like, part of me, like 5% of me goes, I wish I could just play it now, I want to play it now. But then, like, the rest of me's thinking, I would hate to play through all them bugs. It would kill me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah, a lot of people say it's more of a chore than an actual privilege,
oh, yeah.
because there's so many issues with it. Some people in the community see them as over polishing. Considering it's an alpha, they're polishing it up to like release standard almost.
Yeah.
And I mean, what do you think? Are they polishing it too much?
It's possible. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect, because it is, you know, it's not a full release. It just needs to be working so that we can all play it and try it and put it out to the wider community, make sure everyone's happy with it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, but
Sounds like they're developing a full game rather than an alpha.
Yeah, they want to get it in as good a state as they can, but it's an alpha. I don't see why they need to polish it so much. I'm pretty sure we could all tolerate a bug or two while they finish it off.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. I think the problem as well is that they view this game like their baby, and they're not willing to put it out with any errors, and that could be more dangerous than putting it out with too many bugs, because we could spend years developing this into a full game. Too many years. Do you know what I mean? It could be out by now, in our hands playing it, but maybe they are overdoing it a bit.
Hopefully we'll see the fruits of their labour pretty soon.
Aye.
Next up is Activision and their dodgy patents and microtransactions.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I can't remember exactly who brought this one up, but it was released that Activision had filed a patent that it was a microtransaction system where it would specifically place free-to-play players, well, players that had not spent much money in their game. It would matchmake those players against people that spent loads of money.
Yeah.
This was in an effort so that if you get killed by someone who's spent tons of money on the game, you get a bit jealous and want all the stuff that they've got, so you're better, sort of thing.
Yeah.
A very insidious way of trying to get you to spend more money.
That is dirty, very dirty. It's that
Dirty bitches.
Yeah, it's just the problem with most of these people is that they've forgotten that there's people that play these games. You know, genuine, normal, everyday humans who play these games, and they couldn't give a fuck about us at all. They shit on us from a great height, and then hope that we'll come back for more. It's just insane. And, yeah, I don't know. Angry
face.
Sad face also.
I mean, but if you were playing Battlefield, for example, and you got pitted against someone who constantly killed you over and over again, and when you died, it showed you what upgrades he had on his character. Yeah. And these upgrades you could buy with money. I mean, would you be tempted to do that?
No, I just stopped playing the fucking game. I'm not going to spend more money after spending 50 quid for a game.
Yeah, bit of a rip-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sent out a press release saying that this patent wasn't actually being used in any games at all at the moment. So that covers Destiny, Overwatch. I can't remember what else they've got really. Hearthstone, I suppose.
Yeah.
They say this is not being used, but then they bring out Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the microtransaction thing on Call of Duty.
Not firsthand.
So basically, you get you might win a battle pack or whatever in game, or you buy them, I guess.
Yeah.
And then when you load the game up, you go into like a sort of hub area where there's loads of other players running around doing things. There's like training bits, there's a target range, you can play one-on-one battles, practice battles, stuff like that. So when you open one of these loot boxes, it falls from the sky, lands on the beach in front of you, and opens, and everyone can see what comes out of it.
So, what the fuck? Why? Or just so you can go, look at what I bought.
Exactly.
That's pathetic. I mean, they are playing up to a good percentage of gamers' egos. Is that they're like, you know, if they've got loads of money, they'll buy something and they go, look what I own. You know, or, you know, if you're lucky enough to win one or whatever, if that's even possible nowadays. It's fucking hell. They just they make gamers look like fucking idiots nowadays. And we just spoon feed it in. We're like, yay, more stupidity.
So again, the idea is that you see someone opening a box and getting all this shinies, and you want the shinies as well.
Yes, must have all the shinies.
It's almost as bad as like putting you against people that have got better upgrades than you. It's just showing you this person opening this stuff.
Yeah.
And hoping you get jealous enough to buy one.
Yeah, you see his legendary this or his giant phallic this, and you're like, oh, now I must own this, or I am not as good as him. I mean, it'll work. It will work because, you know, we probably wouldn't fall for it because, you know, we are. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've paid the amount of money that I put into PlanetSide 2 is just unreal. You know, and the amount of money that I've probably spent on GTA is unreal. But you know, but that's enjoyment. That's over many years. But I'm not stupid enough to just go, oh, shiny, want it now, sort of thing. You know. Yeah, go on.
The difference with those games is that you, in PlanetSide 2, you actually buy the item that you want.
Yes, exactly. I spec my character out using my own money. And let's face it, I mean, it's not exactly... I mean, it is a tiny bit pay to win, but it really isn't, because... Is it?
Not really, they're kind of side grades.
Yeah.
They're not, you know, one gun's not necessarily any better than the other one.
No, I just want it because it looks nice or fires quicker or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that, you know, buying a box with no indication of what's in it, well, maybe you've got a rough idea, oh, this will have an armour in it, but you might not even get something you can use.
Exactly.
You know, that's so stupid. But then I kind of see it in the reverse as well, of me, you know, standing there going, look at what I have, and it opens up and it's like, shit. And you're like, oh, okay. look away, look away. I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid though.
Okay. The third bit was EA. Oh my god, EA. I don't even know where to begin with this.
They're having a real bad day, aren't they?
Oh my god. This whole Battlefront 2 scenario is just unreal. So they, in the last video we mentioned about their whole loot box thing and how they backtracked and said, oh no, that's not a complete section of the game. So the game comes out and it is a section of the game. The grind, for example, to unlock Darth Vader was allegedly around 40 hours of gameplay to save up enough stuff to unlock him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Whereas someone buying a loot crate might get him on the first day.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? This kicked up in their face. There was a post on Reddit, and this post, this was due to a Ask Me Anything event that EA did, where all the players were asking questions to the devs.
Yeah.
And the dev that was talking on this Ask Me Anything come out with some real bullshit stuff. There was quotes coming out like the numbers of the progression system were based off information they got from beta, which is like, what?
Bullshit.
Yeah. They're a complete bullshit. No, we weren't even in the beta long enough to play 40. Well, I don't know. There's probably a couple, but
pests.
I mean, yeah, no lifers.
Yeah.
And then they used the usual company bullshit, you know, oh, we're always listening to the community and trying to improve our service and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, they rattle their purse and listen to that. And if it doesn't sound full enough, then they rape us.
Yeah. I'm just amazed that companies come out with that kind of bullshit and actually think that people listen to it and believe it.
Yeah.
It's not 1960, mate. We're all wise to your actions now.
Yeah. Back in the day, you could literally go up to someone and go, these cigarettes are good for you, see? You know, and people would be like, lovely, I'll have 12 packs a day. Now, people aren't stupid. People have, some people have some common sense and they can see through all this shit that they slather all over you, hoping that they'll blind you to all this dodgy dealings they're doing under the table. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks. And people, you know, gamers are smart now. You know, gamers, we're so... What it is, the stupid thing they did is they lifted the veil of how games are made, and, you know, you've got these beta testers who are so involved in games now that they see the inner workings. So now, if you try and say to us, no, it's not that, it's that, we can fucking see it's not that, it's that, you liars. And they're digging a massive fucking hole. I think we should just push them in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
So this Reddit post it quickly became the most downvoted post on Reddit ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. They have since removed the microtransaction part of the game for now.
Yeah.
Probably going to put it back in after Christmas once everyone's bought the game.
Yeah. Once everyone's locked in, basically.
But apparently this removal of the microtransaction part came down to a phone call from Disney CEO Bob Iger. Basically called them up and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, because they don't want to damage their Star Wars brand.
Yeah, it's their property, isn't it? So it's bad. But that's quite funny, though, when you've got like Disney coming over and giving you a slap on the arse and saying, "Come on." That's just funny. Disney's flexing their muscles, but they've got every right to, because at the end of the day, you know, it's Star Wars. That's such a big franchise, and as soon as you start fucking about with someone's multi-billion, besquillion-pound franchise, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So,
yeah.
Good on old Bob Igard. What was his name?
Bob Iger.
Iger, that's it. Yeah, good old Igard. Yeah, good.
So there was so they've basically said that part of microtransactions are due to high cost of games being produced. They say it costs so much to make these games, they have to put them in there to make some money back. This is a general excuse that everyone comes out with.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days ago, some EA dev has basically come out and said that removing the microtransactions from Battlefront 2 will have no economic impact on the game.
Nah.
So, 1 minute they're saying one thing, that they need the money, and then after that, a few days later, they're saying, "Oh no, it's okay, we took it out and we're not going to lose any money at all." Well, which is it?
It's all lies. It's just lies built on lies. I don't know. There's so much backpedaling going on that it's literally speechless a bit. Bert, say something quick.
Words.
There we go. And you heard it here first, folks. Words.
Words.
Fucking words. Yeah. No, it's just ridiculous. I just literally every time I try and think of something that I could say that will make sense, you can't make sense of it because it's nonsensical. They're just bullshitting everyone, and every time we see them coming a mile away, they backpedal and they're like, no, we didn't mean that, we meant that. Oh no, but look at the shiny monkey. It's just oh man. That they're gonna get themselves into some serious shit because people are gonna boycott them, and gamers are fickle as well. You know, if you piss them off enough, they'll leave. They'll go find something else to play.
This is a company that's been voted the worst company in America, like a few times now over the last 5 years, and they're still pulling this shit off. They've just started to backtrack their microtransactions on the new Need for Speed game.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit as well.
Yeah.
The only reason no one's really talking about that one is because everyone's focused on the Battlefront game.
Yeah, that's almost like a fucking misdirection. They're like, maybe that's what they did. They thought, look, let's make Battlefront so fucking bad with microtransactions that we can just start taking out their back pocket when they're not looking. And you never know.
Well, they're starting to feel it now because apparently the physical copies sold for Battlefront 2 are half what Battlefield 1 was. I'm getting confused with battles.
Yeah, I mean, come on, be original with your names. What's wrong with you? Is it a field? Is it a front? Come on.
I'm not sure.
That's a kick to the balls, though, isn't it? That really is.
Apparently, no impact to the sales of the game.
Yeah, of course not, because they say that it costs so much money to make a game, and don't get me wrong, it does. It costs millions. They are not shy of some cash. They're EA, for goodness sake. They've got money, so it's not like they're pleading. They're not like Robert's Space Industries, you know, which was like a, you know, came from nothing, you know, and meteoric rise, you know, through people giving them shit tons of money, you know, and working their arse off to make something that's just ridiculous. They're established, they're big, they've got enough money to just do what they want. So pleading poverty will never work. But then them saying that it won't affect their bottom line, it will hurt them, and I hope it does. I hope it gives them the kick up the arse they need to start thinking about gamers again, rather than thinking about how much money they can make. You know?
Yeah, I mean, do you remember when someone said, "Oh, this game's a AAA game"?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the last time that actually meant something?
No, everything's a AAA game now. You know,
Well, like if you take an independent game like Star Citizen or Warframe, I mean, when was the last time we bought a AAA game?
Battlefield.
Battlefield 1
Battlefield
last year.
1, yeah. That's the last time I think we bought what I'm air quoting now, a AAA game. Because let's face it, I mean, how do they classify AAA? Are we talking just it's a big release, or are we talking how's it work?
I'm not exactly sure on the qualification.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's something to do with money spent and developed publisher to release the game, advertising, stuff like that.
Because you put this into, like, you put this, let's say the same principles apply to film. You've got blockbusters, your summer blockbusters, like, for example, you know, The Mummy, and what else failed miserably? Just too many. There's too many films that came out this year that failed miserably. Nicolas Cage fails just on a daily basis, but but he's in every film. But no, seriously, like with films, you know, you get these films where they're like, you know, they spend 200, 300 million on them or something ridiculous to make them, you know, and it's this big, epic, you know, sweeping thing that's going to change your life, and it comes out and it's shit, and then someone brings out a film for like 100 grand, and it's like cult and amazing, and
Exactly.
and it slides underneath because they put too much stock in AAA. They put way too much stock in blockbuster, you know. And what we need to start doing is focusing on the actual games and not what people say they are, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the new Justice League film. Apparently that they spent like 300 million making the film.
Yeah.
It has to make about 600 million just to break even.
Yeah.
And it's currently sitting at the lowest DC film released.
Yeah. So like 158 million or something over the weekend or something.
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But then on the other hand, like you say, if you get like a Conjuring film, which costs them like what, 15 million,
yeah,
and then it makes like 300 million.
Yeah, they're quids in, you know.
Yeah,
they're all out down Five Guys having burgers. You know, that's that's just the way it is. That's the problem, is that everyone's so focused on, you know, how much did it cost. Everyone wants this game to be the next big thing, you know, but it doesn't necessarily matter how much money the developer's got. It's just how much passion they've got, you know.
Yeah.
And if you get a developer who's got unlimited resources but couldn't give a fuck about a gamer, you're going to end up with a game that's self-indulgent shit, basically.
Just like Battlefront.
Exactly. Battlefront's it's amazing, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was fun to play, and, you know, I did enjoy the shooting, and the flying was okay, but, you know, they've clearly made this game for themselves and not for us.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them in the arse.
Fuck 'em.
We're a bit more sweary than last time.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
America.
Kingdom. EA's also up to some rather crappy stuff as well, buying developers. Not sure if you've heard these ones. They recently shut down Visceral Games. They did Dead Space.
Yeah.
And they did another one. Can't remember what it's called. There was also another developer that they've closed down, Matiga Incorporated. They've got a game on Steam. Looks quite good, but they're shutting down, so that's another one gone. Now they've also just bought Respawn Entertainment, which are the makers of Titanfall.
That's Tricky.
And when you actually look at the companies that EA has bought and closed, it's like a graveyard.
Yeah.
You've got Bullfrog, which made the theme games.
Yeah.
Theme Park, Theme Hospital. They got Westwood, who did Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's loads of them. Absolutely loads of them.
Yeah.
Every developer they seem to buy goes under.
Oh, that's obviously that's just clever. They're like a cancer, basically, spreading to different areas and killing it off. Surely there's got to be some rule on monopoly. I don't know how it works with gaming and stuff, but surely they can't just. This seems deliberate. Buy up smaller companies, destroy them, so that they may then own more of the gaming market.
Yeah.
Seems odd. It seems like it shouldn't be allowed.
So EA owns BioWare, who made the Mass Effect and the new Mass Effect Andromeda, which was a pile of shit.
And Star Wars Old Republic.
Star Wars Old Republic. Yep. They bought DICE, so they own Battlefield now.
Yeah.
There is obviously the EA Sports franchises.
Yep.
Maxis, who made the Sim games,
Yeah.
they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
Westwood, they did Command and Conquer, they're gone.
Wow.
It's like they're destroying our childhood.
They are, totally. Pandemic Studios, I think they did some platformers
Yeah.
that were pretty big back in the day. Mythic,
That rings a bell.
I think they did the Warhammer open world game
Oh, okay.
that we played for a bit.
Yeah.
MMO. Dark Age of Camelot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning.
Yeah. That's just.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Independence Day Online. There was an Independence Day game.
That was a thing? I would have at least tried it.
Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah.
I think Bullfrog had Dungeon Keeper at one point. First, anyway. Syndicate. I used to love that game. Secret World.
Oh, Secret World. Who owned that?
Fromcom own it.
Yeah.
But EA are part of the publishing group.
Yeah. They'll crush them to goo.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure Bart's heard of half of these games, but trust me, some of these were the classics of 10, 15 years ago.
Oh yeah, The Sims.
Yeah.
I remember like many hours spent playing on our laptops playing Command and Conquer. And what was the biggest one that we used to sit around in your room and all play in like a little LAN party.
Generals,
yeah.
Command and Conquer Generals.
Oh yeah, that was a great game. So they are essentially shitting over our childhood. Well, our teens at least. So yeah, it's a shame.
EA, scummiest game publisher ever.
Yeah, agreed. Filth. And they won't learn because, like I said, they've got enough money to basically just not give a fuck, really. They are the Donald Trump of the gaming world.
Yeah. Trying to build a wall around everyone.
They are, yeah. They're going to build a big, beautiful wall. I don't know. EA they need to take a massive look in the mirror because they are everything that's wrong with gaming developers at the moment. And let's just hope that other people don't look at them as an example, because that is an example of how not to publish games.
Unless they want to make money.
Well, I mean, trust me, look at the whole massive Star Citizen world. You know, that started with nothing. If people want a game, they'll give you money for it. We've proven that, you know. And so crowdfunding and all that kind of stuff works to make games. They don't.
Yeah. And EA's just greedy bitches.
Yeah, they want more money. They want to make their Scrooge McDuck pond just that little bit deeper.
Hang on, aren't they owned by Disney now?
No, they have the rights to the Star Wars franchise, which is owned by Disney, which is why all the Star Wars films suck balls a little bit. But, okay, so that's it for this edition of CryingCow Gaming News. Make sure to tune in next time when we discuss more topics, and I will get animated and be angry, probably. So make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to put your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll take a look. Any interesting points, we'll bring them up next time. Thanks very much. Goodbye!